Hi, I'm Ron Magill, Communications Director, Goodwill Ambassador at Miami Metro Zoo. I have been very fortunate and privileged to take a trip beyond description with Journeys Unforgettable here to Botswana. And I can tell you, as a person who's traveled to Africa over 40 times, that I've never experienced a trip that provided more incredible, unbelievable experiences than this one did. Whether it be the accommodations, which were beyond superb, whether it be the service, which the planning ahead, you know, having traveled around the world on many expeditions, many different projects, it is so refreshing to see a company that puts things together and thinks so far ahead and thinks about the things that everybody's going to need. This was a photographic expedition. I'm a photographer. I happen to be a photographer shooting for Nikon, and I wondered what this was going to be like. I wondered what traveling with a group is going to be like, because I've always traveled by myself, had kind of private service, private vehicles doing things. Believe it or not, this was better. This was an experience where you bond with people with the same taste, the same interest, the same type of love for nature. It was a type of experience that made me so much of a better person. JU is a company that understands what you want to see. These are not people who are just agents trying to book trips for you. These are people that have experienced it. These are people who have the same passions that we have when we want to come into the bush. The wilderness properties that we've been able to visit are beyond exemplary, beyond premier. These are properties that, for me, I've never experienced that kind of service in other places in the world. People worry about coming to the African bush. They think, well, you know, I don't know about the food. I don't know about, the facilities. Folks, this is better than most 4- or 5-star hotels that I've been to in major cities in the United States. The type of service, the type of food, and they don't have this ambiance. You're out here living a dream. This is something that no words can describe. You have to feel it. You have to be here to understand. Once you come to Africa, it is part of your blood. No one will bring you there in a better way than Journeys Unforgettable. Again, these are people whose passions are rooted in Africa. They know what people want, what people need, because they demand it of themselves first. I cannot give a higher recommendation to this company. I have been changed in many ways. I thought coming here after more than 40 visits that, it was going to be same old, and I was blown away. This was heads and shoulders above any trip I've ever taken to this continent. The experiences we've been able to have, and gosh, I don't want to spoil you guys because there's nothing of a guarantee, but a lot has to do with planning, a lot has to do with properties, a lot has to do with the knowledge of the seasons, a knowledge of migrations, a knowledge of wild game life, how things work. JU has that knowledge, because they're not some fly-by-night organization that just comes through and says, oh, Africa's the new hip thing. They live and breathe Africa. If you want to come to Africa, you want to live the dream that Africa has to offer, JU is the way to go.